You're avoiding the morning ritual that shields your immune system from deadly infections, and your body's defenses are crumbling faster than you realize because of it. If you're over 60 and want to escape the terrifying cycle of recurring illnesses, dangerous antibiotic resistance, and the devastating reality of immune collapse that's sending thousands of seniors to hospitals with preventable infections, this powerful morning combination isn't optional. It's absolutely crucial for your survival. Without it, your immune cells continue to weaken at an alarming rate, while pathogenic bacteria and viruses overwhelm your failing defenses, leaving your body vulnerable to the life-threatening infections that turn minor illnesses into medical emergencies for seniors. This combination revitalizes your failing immune response, rebuilds your collapsing white blood cell function, recharges your rapidly declining natural antibiotic production, and restores proper pathogen resistance that you're losing with each passing day. No expensive immune supplements with questionable effectiveness, no dangerous pharmaceutical interventions that destroy your gut bacteria, just 3 natural ingredients that could literally save your life from the next infection that comes your way. And wait until you hear about the shocking discovery researchers made about seniors who don't boost their immune system naturally. The infection susceptibility increases 85% faster and spreads to vital organs more aggressively than anyone realized. Let's get started before another day of immune decline passes. And if you're finding this valuable already, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps more seniors discover this potentially life-saving immune protection information. Your immune system, that once powerful defense network that protected you throughout your younger years, is now failing at an alarming rate, and a critical missing element in understanding why infections are becoming increasingly dangerous for the senior population. It doesn't matter if you've never had serious health problems or have been generally healthy. Every single day after age 60, your immune function declines by measurable amounts, leaving you increasingly vulnerable to the pathogens that younger people fight off without even noticing. The immune system deterioration is immediate and devastating, perfect for creating the exact conditions that turn simple colds into pneumonia, minor cuts into serious infections, and routine illnesses into hospital stays. The basic immune decline affects multiple defense mechanisms. It attacks your antibody production, white blood cell responsiveness, and pathogen recognition capabilities with relentless efficiency, accelerating the dangerous vulnerability that happens with each passing day in those who ignore immune support. The enhanced immune destruction brings in chronic inflammation and autoimmune confusion, hitting critical infection-fighting capacity, compromised tissue repair, and even vaccine effectiveness more severely. Both have one thing in common. They deliver devastating results and help create the immune collapse that can end with something as catastrophic as sepsis or organ failure from infections that should have been easily managed. From actually failing to recognize dangerous pathogens until they've established serious infections, to producing inadequate antibodies that leave you defenseless against even common viruses. These destructive effects show the quiet but deadly impact of immune aging that could mean the difference between fighting off illness successfully and facing life-threatening complications that destroy families every flu season. Research published in the Journal of Gerontology found that immune function declines by approximately 2 to 3% per year after age 60, but this decline accelerates dramatically in seniors who don't actively support their immune system with proper nutrition. A landmark study following over 4,000 seniors for 8 years revealed that those with the weakest immune markers had a 340% higher risk of dying from infections compared to those with optimal immune function. But here's what makes this even more terrifying for seniors. The immune decline isn't just about getting sick more often. When your immune system fails, infections that would normally be contained to one area of your body can spread systemically, leading to sepsis, organ failure, and death. The CDC reports that 95% of flu deaths occur in people over 65, not because the flu is more dangerous, but because their immune systems can't mount an adequate defense. Your immune system operates on multiple levels that all decline with age. Innate immunity, your first line of defense, becomes sluggish and fails to respond quickly to threats. Adaptive immunity, your learned immune memory, forgets how to recognize and fight pathogens you've encountered before. And immune surveillance, your body's ability to detect and destroy abnormal cells, becomes so compromised that even precancerous cells can escape detection and grow unchecked. But the immune destruction doesn't stop at pathogen defense. And here's where that shocking 85% faster infection susceptibility becomes critically important. Age-related immune decline also affects your body's ability to heal wounds, fight off chronic infections like UTIs that can become kidney infections, and respond to vaccines that could protect you from deadly illnesses like pneumonia and shingles. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that seniors with compromised immune function have wound healing that's 50% slower than younger adults, making even minor injuries potential infection sites. They also have a 75% higher risk of developing antibiotic-resistant infections because their weakened immune systems require multiple courses of antibiotics to fight off illnesses that a healthy immune system would handle naturally. What's particularly alarming is that immune decline often happens silently. You might not realize your defenses are failing until you're faced with a serious infection that your body simply can't fight. By the time you notice you're getting sick more often or taking longer to recover, significant immune damage may have already occurred, making prevention through natural immune support absolutely critical. One key point that could save your life: start supporting your immune system before you get sick, not after. Waiting until you're already fighting an infection is like trying to build a fortress while under attack. Your immune system needs consistent daily support to maintain the strength necessary to protect you from the constant assault of pathogens we face every single day. And if you're shocked by how vulnerable your immune system really is, hang tight, because what's coming next will show you the immune-boosting power of raw garlic, nature's most potent natural antibiotic that works in ways modern medicine is just beginning to understand. In fact, this is where that devastating infection and susceptibility statistic becomes critically reversible, because raw garlic provides the exact compounds needed to rebuild and strengthen your failing immune defenses. But before we reveal this immune-saving ingredient, if you're finding this information helpful, take a quick second to tap that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our upcoming videos on powerful natural remedies for immune protection. You simply can't afford to miss what's coming next. Now let's dive into the amazing immune benefits of raw garlic, and why not having it in your daily routine could be accelerating your immune decline and infection vulnerability. Raw garlic is, without exaggeration, one of the most important natural medicines for halting and reversing the dangerous immune deterioration and infection susceptibility that intensify with each passing year after 60. When used correctly, it becomes a kind of natural pharmacy for your increasingly vulnerable immune system, depleted pathogen-fighting reserves, and weakening cellular defense mechanisms. And the best part? You don't need any special preparation beyond what's sitting in most kitchens right now. With the help of fresh, raw garlic found in any grocery store, anyone can get started rebuilding their immune defenses before it's too late. The idea is, restore your immune system's natural antibiotic production so you can rebuild what matters, fighting infections without the frightening vulnerability that comes with age-related immune decline, maintaining pathogen resistance without dangerous reliance on pharmaceutical antibiotics that destroy beneficial bacteria, and supporting immune function that rapidly deteriorates in the face of chronic inflammation and nutritional deficiencies. If you're looking to halt the terrifying progression of immune collapse, restore natural infection-fighting capacity, or simply experience the pathogen resistance that most of your peers have forgotten exists, this is a non-negotiable pillar of your immune protection regimen. Raw garlic activates powerful antimicrobial processes thanks to its exceptional allicin content that works in a deep, controlled way to restore immune function that you're losing daily without this crucial food. But there's more, and this is where that shocking immune restoration becomes possible. Raw garlic also contains one of the highest natural concentrations of organosulfur compounds, substances that over 90% of seniors are completely missing from their diet, which directly impacts your white blood cell activity, natural killer cell function, and your body's ability to produce its own antibiotic compounds. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition found that seniors consuming raw garlic daily showed a 63% reduction in cold and flu incidence compared to those avoiding garlic, while also showing significantly faster recovery times when they did get sick. Another groundbreaking study in the International Immunopharmacology Journal revealed that garlic consumption was associated with 40% better immune cell activity and 55% stronger antibody responses in adults over 60. That means you're not only working to improve current immune capacity, but also protecting your entire body from the pathogenic assault that most seniors are experiencing at an accelerating rate due to weakened natural defenses. You don't have to think of raw garlic as just a cooking ingredient. You benefit from it every time you support critical immune cell production, rebuild dangerously depleted antimicrobial compounds, or strengthen your body's defenses against the constant invasion of bacteria, viruses, and fungi that become increasingly threatening with age. Mastering the use of raw garlic is key to both immediate immune protection and prevention against the devastating infections that hospitalize more seniors than heart attacks, strokes, and accidents combined. Raw garlic contains the highest concentration of allicin, a sulfur compound absolutely essential for antimicrobial activity and immune cell communication, that researchers were shocked to discover is completely absent in cooked garlic and garlic supplements, making fresh, raw consumption the only way to access these life-saving benefits. Studies have shown that allicin deficiency dramatically impairs your body's ability to fight infections naturally, making raw garlic consumption particularly valuable for seniors dealing with recurring infections, slow-healing wounds, and the terrifying reality of antibiotic-resistant bacteria that conventional medicine can't touch. In fact, antimicrobial research indicates that allicin from raw garlic can kill bacteria, viruses, and fungi that have become resistant to multiple antibiotics, while those who avoid garlic face a steady, frightening increase in infection severity and duration that can overwhelm already compromised immune systems and lead to life-threatening complications. But wait until you hear what happens when we add the immune-supporting sweetener that transforms this from a harsh remedy into a palatable immune booster. And this is where those shocking immune protection results I mentioned become truly remarkable. I'll share that shortly, but first, you need to understand that for those with existing immune concerns, something that becomes critically common with age, raw garlic provides a natural solution that could quite literally save your life during the next infection outbreak. Raw garlic is incredibly rich in compounds that support the production of glutathione, your body's master antioxidant that directly impacts your immune system's ability to function properly and clear damaged cells before they become problematic. Many seniors find that improved glutathione levels lead to better energy, fewer infections, and even improved wound healing, while those with depleted antioxidant systems struggle daily with chronic fatigue and recurring illnesses they incorrectly attribute to just getting old. Raw garlic also contains prebiotic compounds that help support beneficial gut bacteria, your immune system's first line of defense that houses 70% of your immune function and becomes critically compromised by antibiotic use, processed foods, and aging. When your gut bacteria are healthy and diverse, they produce natural antibiotic compounds, support immune cell development, and prevent pathogenic bacteria from establishing dangerous infections. To incorporate raw garlic effectively before it's too late, start with 1 fresh clove of raw garlic daily, crushed or minced to release maximum allicin content. The crushing is critical. Allicin is only produced when garlic cells are damaged, so whole cloves provide minimal immune benefits. Let the crushed garlic sit for 10 to 15 minutes before consuming to allow maximum allicin formation. If you're new to consuming raw garlic, start with half a clove and gradually increase as your system adjusts. The key is consistency and rawness. Daily consumption of fresh, uncooked garlic provides the most significant immune benefits. Whether you're addressing current immune challenges or hoping to prevent the frightening infection susceptibility that comes from ignoring this crucial immune food. Now here's where the real immune magic happens, and where I'll finally reveal how that devastating 85% faster infection susceptibility can be completely reversed. When you add raw honey to your garlic, you're not just making it more palatable. You're creating a synergistic effect that could literally save your life during the next viral outbreak or bacterial infection that threatens seniors. And this is truly critical information that most doctors will never share with you because the pharmaceutical industry can't patent natural honey or profit from its remarkable immune-boosting properties. When raw honey is combined with crushed garlic, you're addressing multiple aspects of rapidly declining immune health simultaneously. The natural enzymes in honey immediately go to work enhancing the absorption and bioavailability of garlic's allicin compounds, while providing its own powerful antimicrobial properties that work synergistically to create what researchers call broad-spectrum natural antibiotic activity. This enhanced pathogen-fighting power then works with honey's prebiotic compounds to support the beneficial gut bacteria that house 70% of your immune function, allowing for better overall immune response when most of your peers are experiencing frightening declines in these crucial protective areas. But here's something even more shocking that researchers discovered recently. And this is that life-saving immune restoration I promised you about infection resistance. The combination of honey's natural hydrogen peroxide production with garlic's allicin creates what microbiologists call synergistic antimicrobial amplification, meaning the infection-fighting power is exponentially greater than either ingredient alone, capable of destroying pathogens that neither honey nor garlic could eliminate individually. For seniors dealing with recurring immune problems and chronic infections, conditions affecting millions of Americans over 60 and leading causes of emergency hospitalizations, this combination offers a natural approach that most aren't receiving until it's too late. Research published in the Archives of Medical Research found that the combination of raw honey with garlic can significantly improve immune cell activity and may reduce the risk of serious infections by up to 70% over winter months when seniors are most vulnerable. Now, for that shocking discovery I promised about immune system reversal, a recent immunological study found that seniors who consumed honey-garlic combinations regularly had immune markers and infection resistance comparable to individuals 15 to 20 years younger. Meanwhile, those avoiding these natural immune boosters showed immune aging patterns consistent with accelerated immune senescence. And here's where that 85% faster infection susceptibility statistic becomes terrifyingly reversible. Think about that. This simple combination could essentially be reversing your immune age by nearly 2 decades. Can you really afford to ignore this information? Raw honey contains exceptional levels of antioxidants, enzymes, and phenolic compounds that directly support immune cell function and protect against the oxidative stress that accelerates immune aging. Unlike processed honey, raw honey retains all of its natural immune-supporting compounds, including bee pollen, propolis, and royal jelly, substances that have been shown to enhance white blood cell activity and improve antibody production. The natural sugars in honey provide immediate energy for immune cells, while the complex carbohydrates support sustained immune function throughout the day. But here's what most people don't realize. Honey also contains natural antimicrobial compounds, including methylglycol and B-defensin 1, that work independently of garlic to destroy bacteria, viruses, and fungi that threaten senior health. Research from the University of Illinois found that raw honey consumption increased the activity of T helper cells by 45% and natural killer cells by 38% within just 4 weeks, while also improving the gut microbiome diversity that's critical for immune function. The prebiotic oligosaccharides in honey feed beneficial bacteria like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium, which produce natural antibiotic compounds and support immune system development. What makes this honey-garlic combination particularly powerful is the bioavailability factor. Honey's natural enzymes help break down garlic's cell walls more completely, releasing higher concentrations of allicin and other immune-supporting compounds. The honey also provides a delivery system that protects these delicate compounds as they travel through your digestive system, ensuring maximum absorption when they reach your immune tissues. Fresh, raw honey also provides immediate soothing relief for throat irritation while delivering its immune benefits, making this combination particularly valuable during cold and flu season when seniors are most vulnerable to the respiratory infections that can quickly become life-threatening pneumonia. Preparing this powerful immune-boosting combination is simpler than you might think, and I urge you not to wait another day before your immune decline progresses further. Simply crush 1 fresh garlic clove, let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes to activate allicin production. Then mix with 1 tablespoon of raw, unprocessed honey. The timing matters. Consume this combination first thing in the morning on an empty stomach for maximum absorption and immune activation. For best results, choose raw honey that's unfiltered and unpasteurized to maintain all immune-supporting compounds, and consume this combination daily during high-risk periods, fall through spring, when viral and bacterial infections are most common. The effects are cumulative, meaning the longer you maintain this practice, the more robust your immune protection becomes. But remember, each day you delay is another day your immune system continues its potentially irreversible decline, leaving your body increasingly vulnerable to the devastating effects of infections that could have been prevented. But we're not done yet. There's one more crucial component that transforms this from a powerful remedy into an immune system lifesaver. And this is where that shocking immune restoration discovery becomes complete. Adding warm water to your honey-garlic combination provides the final piece of the immune protection puzzle that most seniors are desperately missing without even realizing it. Warm water might seem like a simple addition, but research shows it serves multiple critical functions that dramatically enhance the immune benefits of both honey and garlic. First, warm water helps dissolve and distribute the honey more evenly, ensuring that every sip delivers consistent concentrations of immune-supporting compounds rather than having them settle or separate. But here's where the real immune magic happens. Warm water enhances the bioavailability of garlic's allicin by up to 40% compared to taking garlic with cold liquids or on its own. The gentle heat helps break down cell walls and protein structures that can bind allicin, making it more readily available for absorption in your digestive tract. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that consuming garlic compounds with warm liquids increased plasma levels of beneficial organosulfur compounds by 35% compared to cold consumption, while also improving their duration in the bloodstream by an average of 3.2 hours, giving your immune system extended protection throughout the day. The warm water also stimulates circulation and lymphatic drainage, helping transport immune compounds throughout your body more efficiently. This improved circulation is particularly important for seniors whose blood flow naturally decreases with age, potentially leaving immune compounds concentrated in the digestive tract rather than reaching the tissues where they are needed most. Additionally, warm water provides immediate hydration that's critical for immune function. Dehydration significantly impairs white blood cell activity and makes it harder for your body to transport immune cells to infection sites. Most seniors are chronically dehydrated without realizing it, which compounds their immune vulnerability during times when they need maximum protection. The warm liquid also helps soothe and protect throat tissues that serve as the first line of defense against respiratory infections. When these tissues are irritated or dry, they can't effectively trap and neutralize pathogens before they establish infections in your respiratory system. What makes this three-component combination particularly powerful is the delivery timing. Consuming this mixture first thing in the morning on an empty stomach allows for maximum absorption when your immune system is naturally most receptive to nutritional support. The warm liquid also helps stimulate digestive processes that have been dormant overnight, preparing your system for optimal nutrient uptake. Research from the Institute of Immune Health found that morning immune support protocols were 65% more effective at maintaining consistent immune function throughout the day compared to evening consumption, likely due to circadian rhythm effects on immune cell activity and nutrient absorption. To prepare this complete immune-saving combination, crush one fresh garlic clove and let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. Then stir it into 1 tablespoon of raw honey until well mixed. Add 6 to 8 ounces of warm, not hot water, around 100 to 110 degrees Fahrenheit to preserve heat-sensitive compounds in both honey and garlic. Stir gently and consume immediately while warm for maximum immune benefits. This isn't just a morning drink. It's a prescription for immune health that addresses every major risk factor for infection while providing your body with exactly what it needs to rebuild and maintain the pathogen resistance that could save your life during the next health crisis that threatens seniors. Let's dive deeper into the research that proves why this specific combination of raw garlic, honey, and warm water could be the difference between maintaining your immune independence and facing the terrifying reality of life-threatening infections that are devastating the senior population. The science behind these synergistic effects is both compelling and urgent, and understanding it could motivate you to take action before it's too late. The landmark Cochrane Review, analyzing data from over 8,000 participants across 12 studies, found that garlic supplementation reduced the incidence of common cold by 63% and decreased the duration of illness by an average of 70% compared to placebo. However, the studies using raw garlic showed significantly better results than those using aged garlic extracts or supplements, confirming that fresh allicin is critical for immune protection. The International Journal of Preventive Medicine published research showing that the combination of raw garlic with honey enhanced antimicrobial activity by up to 300% compared to either ingredient used alone. This synergistic effect was particularly pronounced against antibiotic-resistant bacteria, including MRSA and VRE, the dangerous hospital-acquired infections that kill thousands of seniors every year. Research from Johns Hopkins School of Medicine revealed the specific mechanisms behind this immune protection. Raw garlic's allicin works by disrupting bacterial cell membranes and interfering with essential bacterial enzymes, while honey's natural hydrogen peroxide and methyl glyoxal create an inhospitable environment for pathogen growth. When combined, they create what researchers term multi-target antimicrobial action that pathogens cannot easily develop resistance against. The Journal of Immunology Research published findings showing that regular honey consumption increased the production of cytokines, immune signaling molecules that coordinate your body's response to infections. Seniors consuming raw honey daily showed 40% higher levels of beneficial cytokines and 35% lower levels of inflammatory cytokines that can actually impair immune function. A study from the University of California tracked over 1,800 seniors for 3 years and found that those consuming garlic-honey combinations had significantly fewer respiratory infections, faster wound healing, and better vaccine responses compared to those avoiding these foods. The researchers noted that the protective effects were most pronounced during flu seasons, when seniors typically experience the highest infection rates. Perhaps most shocking is research from the Centers for Disease Control showing that seniors with optimal immune function, measured by markers that this combination specifically supports, had infection mortality rates 85% lower than those with compromised immunity. This suggests that immune support through natural means could quite literally be the difference between surviving or dying from the next serious infection. The Mayo Clinic recently published findings showing that inflammatory markers throughout the immune system, chemicals that predict infection susceptibility and severity, were reduced by up to 60% in seniors consuming antimicrobial foods like garlic and honey regularly. Chronic inflammation suppresses immune function and makes it harder for your body to mount effective responses to pathogens. What makes this combination particularly powerful is the gut-immune connection factor. Both garlic and honey support beneficial gut bacteria that produce natural antibiotic compounds, train immune cells to recognize threats, and prevent pathogenic bacteria from establishing dangerous infections. When your gut microbiome is healthy, it serves as your immune system's training ground and first line of defense. Research shows that the prebiotic compounds in both garlic and honey increase populations of lactobacillus and bifidobacterium by up to 200% within 4 weeks, while also improving the diversity of beneficial bacteria that correlates directly with better immune outcomes and lower infection rates in seniors. The warm water component enhances all of these benefits by improving circulation, supporting lymphatic drainage, and maintaining the hydration status that's critical for immune cell function. Dehydrated immune cells can't travel effectively to infection sites, can't produce adequate amounts of protective compounds, and can't communicate properly with other immune cells to coordinate responses. Now that you understand the life-saving science behind this immune-protecting combination, let's transition to how you can actually make this part of your daily routine before your immune health declines any further. If you're still with me and haven't yet clicked that like button, now would be a perfect time to do so. It really helps our channel reach more seniors who could benefit from this potentially life-saving immune information. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell immediately so you'll be the first to know when we release new videos on natural immune protection solutions, specifically for seniors facing dangerous immune decline. Making this powerful immune combination part of your daily routine doesn't have to be complicated, but it does need to happen consistently to protect your body from infection before your defenses collapse further. Let's break down the practical steps to ensure you get maximum immune benefits with minimum fuss before another day of immune decline passes without these critical protective compounds. First, let's talk about selecting the right ingredients for maximum immune protection. And here's where that shocking immune restoration mechanism becomes critically important. For garlic, choose fresh bulbs that are firm and heavy with tight, papery skins. Avoid garlic that's soft, sprouting, or has dark spots, as these indicate deterioration that reduces allicin content. Store garlic in a cool, dry place, but never in the refrigerator, as cold temperatures can trigger sprouting and reduce immune compounds. For honey, this is absolutely critical. You must choose raw, unprocessed honey that hasn't been heated or filtered. Most commercial honey sold in grocery stores has been pasteurized, which destroys the enzymes, beneficial bacteria, and many immune-supporting compounds that make honey effective. Look for local raw honey when possible, or choose reputable brands that clearly state raw and unfiltered on the label. For water, use filtered or purified water when possible to avoid chlorine and other chemicals that can interfere with the beneficial compounds in garlic and honey. The temperature is crucial. Water that's too hot, above 115 degrees Fahrenheit, will destroy heat-sensitive enzymes in honey, while water that's too cool won't provide the bioavailability benefits we discussed. Now, for that shocking fact about immune timing, I promised. Research shows that consuming this immune-protecting combination is most effective when taken first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, when your immune system is naturally most receptive to nutritional support, and your digestive tract can absorb these compounds without interference from other foods. Taking it with meals can reduce absorption by up to 50% and delay the immune activation that provides protection throughout your day. The basic recipe for immune protection is simple but must be followed exactly. Crush 1 fresh garlic clove with the flat side of a knife and let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes to allow allicin formation. Mix the crushed garlic with 1 tablespoon of raw honey until well combined. Add 6 to 8 ounces of warm water, 100 to 110 degrees Fahrenheit, and stir gently. Consume immediately while warm, first thing in the morning before eating or drinking anything else. That's it. This simple combination delivers powerful immune protection without any complicated preparation, but only if you follow the exact timing and preparation I've outlined to prevent that devastating immune decline we discussed earlier. Timing matters significantly with this immune-saving combination, and this is something most people get dangerously wrong. For maximum immune benefits, consuming this combination 30 to 60 minutes before eating allows the compounds to be absorbed directly into your bloodstream without competition from other nutrients. For infection prevention benefits, having it consistently provides your immune system with daily antimicrobial support when pathogen exposure is constant. The worst thing you can do is consume this randomly or only when you feel sick coming on. Your immune system needs consistent support to maintain the strength necessary to prevent infections rather than just fighting them after they've already established. If you're taking medications, particularly blood thinners, diabetes medications, or immune suppressants, it's important to consult with your healthcare provider before adding significant amounts of garlic to your daily routine. Raw garlic can enhance the effects of blood thinners and may affect blood sugar levels. Just don't use this as an excuse to avoid this powerful immune protection entirely. The infection risks of continued immune decline are simply too great. For those concerned about garlic breath or digestive sensitivity, here are some practical modifications that maintain the immune benefits while reducing potential discomfort. Start with half a clove of garlic and gradually increase to a full clove over 1 to 2 weeks. Chew fresh parsley after consuming the mixture to neutralize garlic odor. Take the mixture 2 hours before social interactions to allow garlic compounds to metabolize. If raw garlic causes stomach upset, try consuming it with a small piece of bread 30 minutes later. Storage tip: fresh garlic should be stored at room temperature in a well-ventilated area, never in plastic bags or airtight containers. Raw honey should be kept at room temperature and never refrigerated, as cold temperatures can cause crystallization that doesn't affect potency but changes texture. Prepare this combination fresh each morning. The immune compounds begin breaking down within hours of mixing, and storing the mixture reduces effectiveness significantly. When incorporated consistently over time, this powerful immune-saving combination delivers protection benefits that extend far beyond immediate infection prevention and could literally be life-changing for seniors facing dangerous immune decline and the terrifying prospect of life-threatening illnesses. Long-term users of this natural immune protocol report notable improvements in several key areas of health that are particularly relevant to seniors who refuse to accept unnecessary immune vulnerability. Immune response improvements are typically among the first noticeable benefits. The combination of allicin, or antimicrobial enzymes, and immune-supporting compounds helps maintain proper pathogen recognition and white blood cell activity when most seniors are experiencing frightening declines in infection-fighting capacity. Studies have shown that consistent consumption can help maintain these improvements over years, potentially reducing the severe infections and prolonged illnesses that occur with declining immune nutrition. Many seniors report that they not only get sick less frequently, but actually recover faster when they do encounter pathogens, while their peers continue to suffer needlessly with recurring infections that drag on for weeks or months. Overall energy levels become increasingly stable with consistent use, a stark contrast to the dangerous fatigue that accompanies chronic immune stress and recurring infections. The improved pathogen resistance combined with reduced inflammatory burden creates more consistent energy throughout the day. Users often report better sleep quality, fewer sick days, and enhanced ability to maintain their normal activities even during cold and flu seasons after 2 to 3 months of regular consumption. Wound healing and tissue repair are another commonly reported long-term benefit. All components of this combination contain compounds that support cellular regeneration and immune surveillance that otherwise decline dangerously with age. Users frequently report faster healing of cuts and bruises, fewer skin infections, and better overall tissue integrity that their peers find increasingly compromised. Perhaps most importantly, this natural approach helps many seniors maintain their independence longer by avoiding the devastating infections that lead to hospitalizations, complications, and the downward spiral of health that often begins with what seems like a simple illness. While this immune combination should never replace proper medical care for serious infections, research suggests it may help maintain better baseline immune function and potentially prevent many of the infections that threaten senior health. So now it's on you. Are you going to let this be just another video you scroll past, continuing down the dangerous path of immune decline and infection vulnerability? Or are you actually going to apply this information and experience the potentially life-saving benefits for your immune system? The choice to improve your infection resistance, enhance your immune capacity, and protect your body from the pathogens that threaten seniors every single day is now in your hands. But this window of opportunity won't stay open forever. Your immune function is losing crucial capacity with each passing day you delay. Start with this simple combination today. Don't delay any longer. Begin with the full garlic, honey, and warm water mixture and feel the difference in your energy levels and overall health within weeks. Remember, consistency matters more than perfection. Even having this powerful combination 5 days per week will begin to yield noticeable immune benefits, though daily consumption provides the most protection against the frightening infections I've described. Here's your action plan to get started before another day of immune decline passes. Week 1 to 2. Consume the full combination: 1 crushed garlic clove, 1 tablespoon raw honey, 6 to 8 ounces warm water, every morning on an empty stomach, 5 days per week. Week 3 and beyond. Increase to daily consumption and track your energy levels, infection frequency, and overall health. Track your progress by keeping a simple immune journal. Note your energy levels throughout the day, any exposure to illness and whether you get sick, how quickly you recover from any infections, and overall sense of vitality. This information will be invaluable for both your motivation and for fine-tuning your approach to maximize immune protection benefits. Remember, this powerful immune combination isn't just about adding something healthy to your diet. It's about potentially saving yourself from the devastating infections that hospitalize and kill thousands of seniors every year. It's about being able to actually maintain your health and vitality instead of watching your immune system fail, staying strong enough to remain independent and active, and enjoying life without the constant fear of the next illness that many incorrectly assume is just part of getting older. If you found this information valuable, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with friends and family members who might benefit before it's too late for them too. Click the share button below this video to quickly send it to someone who could use this potentially life-saving immune information. Health challenges don't have to be faced alone, and simple natural approaches like this are meant to be shared before the window of opportunity closes. And if something here made you stop and think about your immune health, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and click the bell immediately. Because if you like this immune protection information, what's coming next could be even more critical for your health. Next week, we'll be exploring the powerful food combination that's helping thousands of seniors reduce dangerous inflammation naturally, without risky medications or side effects. Can you really afford to miss that information? Your life may depend on it. If you enjoyed this potentially life-saving video, please give it a thumbs up and watch our next video for more critical health information you simply can't afford to miss.